kind of going back and forth with someone on social media recently where their solution is I'll tax all the billionaires and then we'll all have, enough money for retirement. And it's just as simple as that. Why don't we do it? And I think, okay, well, there's 18 billionaires in New Zealand. Even if they somehow came up with $1 billion somehow and gave that to the government, which they wouldn't be able to because a lot of that wealth is wealth. It's not actually like physical. They can grab it, give it to the government. There's 18 billion. Well, our annual superannuation bill alone is 25. So is that going to solve that problem? Probably not. But it solves the problem for the person because it allows them to stay in that, well, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to take any action because it's the billionaires that aren't doing their fair share. And if they did, then my life would be easier. And I think I probably had like elements of that back in the day, but you start to go down those rabbit holes and do some math like that and realize, shit, no one's coming. The billionaires aren't. Like, we didn't even have billionaires at one stage, but earlier on, there was still the same comments around like 100 millionaires or people with 500 million plus. I don't think that's a good enough reason not to take action because those people then just put more burden on other taxpayers that are out there trying to save for their retirement. Like people deliberately not contributing to their KiwiSaver, for instance, or planning for their retirement because, the whole world's cooked anyway. That just means that if it's not and their thesis is wrong, well, who's going to pay that bill? Well, probably the people that are willing to contribute and to go above and beyond. So I do think a little bit of this non-action taking is just people wanting to stay in this place of blame, excuse, deny, poor me. And I think it just leads to a very horrible outcome and bad life.
It's a victim mindset. And the problem with the victim mindset, maybe like the person down the road who's ahead of, you does have rich parents and they're like, have given them money. But the problem is that information either way doesn't impact your life at all. It might make you feel better for a second, but then it's not. And if you're the victim, that means you don't have control of the situation. But if you take control of the situation, you take ownership, you go, what are the things within my control? What are the smallest steps that I can take forward? That is how the snowball starts to build and starts to roll down the hill and build up momentum. Like in terms of people hating on the billionaires out there, look, I get it. Like capitalism is the worst, setup, except for all the others, as Winston Churchill said. I'd love everybody, there to be lots of money for hospitals and for schools and everybody to have the same level of income. But all of those plans around taxing, the wealthy more has huge flow-on impacts and actually impacts the people that they're trying to help the most.
And also, like, what if it doesn't happen? So then all the comments into the void on the internet, they don't actually help you because you're still in the same position and other people that have taken action have then gotten on with it. And then maybe they do tax the billionaires and then great, you got your thesis, you can celebrate online, but you're still missing the point where you're still going to have to do some stuff as well. I think even if they do tax all the billionaires or the billionaires donate all their money, you're still going to have to do something on the other side of that.
Yeah, plus if government spending goes up, does that necessarily go to anywhere productive? But we can probably stay away from that.